Welcome everyone to the Avengenerds podcast, where we talk Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and more. I'm your host, Will, and with me are my co-hosts, Peyton.
Hi.
And Hey, and no one else today. Sorry to disappoint you. Or, anyways, we have a great show. Dude, never mind. I don't like this anymore.
What do you mean?
We have a great show. We do have a great show for everyone, okay? We'll be talking about Mario and the news of the week. There's going to be time codes in the description or the show notes if you want to jump around. Yeah, and with that, here's Peyton with the news.
Yeah, we're here with the news. All right, we got a bunch of news because Star Wars Celebration just happened. So let's get into it. Well, let's start off with some Marvel news, though. Morena Baccarin reveals that she is in talks to return for Deadpool 3. So that's cool. She also added that it might not happen because there may be some either creative differences or something, but she's at least in talks. So it'd be cool to see Vanessa back because she is an incredible addition to both those movies.
Yeah, I saw that they haven't reached an agreement in regards to their terms, whatever, which kind of, that sucks. So maybe they're just,
hopefully
it's probably a money thing. It's probably a money thing.
Hopefully they work it out because I'd love to see her back.
Yeah.
Loki season 2 was rumored to release in September. So
is that real?
It is indeed.
That's exciting because Loki was my favorite of the Disney Plus Marvel shows, so I'm excited to see it come back.
Good.
Excited for the full frontal Loki scene finally. Full frontal with him and Mobius.
I'm excited for the Mobius bit.
Oh yeah,
not Loki,
of course.
But there's a Secret Invasion trailer. Finally got that.
Oh, dude,
and it's looking beautiful.
It looks sick. I'm so excited. I really hope. I mean, I'm sure it will keep that tone, but I'm very excited to see more Nick Fury and Skrulls and more of an espionage, paranoid thriller.
Yeah,
that looks awesome.
It looks like we might be getting sort of like an MCU version of possibly Super Skrull.
Well, to me, honestly, it kind of made me think, because that guy kind of looked like a normal grunt. I mean, maybe all Skrulls have powers.
True.
So, but yeah, if we did get a Super Skrull, and that's the villain for Fantastic Four, that would actually make a lot of sense. For
But yeah, it's looking fantastic. Olivia Colman,
cringe, by the way.
No.
Yeah, cringe.
No,
cringe.
And then
Sam Jackson, cringe.
Whatever her name is from
Obie Smulders?
No, the other one. What's that show?
Emilia Clarke?
Yeah, Emilia Clarke.
She's from Solo. That's what she's from.
Yeah,
she's from nothing else.
Yep. Yeah, Solo. Anyway, it looks great. Don Cheadle's in it for 2 seconds. I wonder if he's going to get Best Supporting Actor at the Golden Globes or whatever.
Oh, dude! But he's a king, though. I want to see. I want to see more Rhodey. No matter what.
Love to see more Rhodey. Getting Armor Wars. So yeah, all of the above. But we also got an Across the Spider-Verse trailer, which, like a normal second trailer fashion, gives us a bit more of the story. And that being said, I still don't know what this man did so wrong for 2099 to just be going after him.
I'm just so excited for what seems to be the thematic, the theme of the movie.
Love.
Yeah, love. No, like Miles trying to assert his own, his agency and him not believing he has to choose or whatever. It's it's the same, it's a very common hero thing. Like Luke did it against Yoda and Ben or whatever, where they're you have to do this, TBH, and he's no, lol, no, and then he does it different, and I'm really excited to see Miles go through that same thing in this movie. And also, dude, the art is just it's balls to the wall. It's insane. It's staggering, dude. I literally jaw on the floor watching that movie. Looks so gorgeous, and it's so like maximalist in its like design, so like overstimulating, but it works so well. It's gorgeous, dude. It's awesome.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We also got that reference to MCU Spider-Man.
Yeah. I like Oscar Isaac's also delivery with all of 2099's lines.
Yeah, it's looking incredible. I can't wait for that shit. But we also got some DC news. Frank Grillo confirms he has a role in James Gunn's DCU.
Deathstroke.
No.
I hope so.
I hope it's a small role.
I know that's like typecasting, but you don't like Frank Grillo?
I don't like that guy at all.
Is he problematic?
Not to my knowledge. He just seems full of himself. He thinks he's better than he is.
The way he was molding over Crossbones was really silly.
It's fucking weird.
Interview. I don't know. The one with was it like CK Comedy?
I don't know. He's done it a couple of times before.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Also, his neck is very veiny and like weird. Like he has a very old man neck. But I don't know. I think he's a fine actor. I just hope, I know it's easy to typecast as Deathstroke. I hope that whoever we get as Slade though has the chops for it. He's a very important character.
Well, maybe he should be Deathstroke because I can see pedophile vibes from him.
Oh, dude, if they do Deathstroke, they need to do. I'm not even kidding. They can't ignore the pedophile stuff.
They got to do it.
They have to, like, actually.
And knowing James Gunn, no, just kidding.
Dude, shut up. Oh my god. No. Shut up. Moving on.
Aquaman of the Lost Kingdom has been moved forward by 5 days.
Why are we talking about that?
Because it was moved forward 5 days to December 20th, 2023.
Hey, I have a piece of news.
It's a Wednesday. Why are movies releasing on Wednesdays now?
I have a piece of news. That's better.
I doubt it.
Guardians of the Galaxy tickets went on sale, and the soundtrack was
I'm
released.
Literally falling asleep.
Dude, shut up. This is the most important news.
I'm falling asleep.
And wait a minute. I actually am dying for the chance to talk about this. I haven't been on the podcast in a while. Hello, everyone. Consistent listeners, I'm back. I love you. I miss you all. And I know the new format, I haven't really had the time to open up, okay? But they put fucking Vocaloid in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That shit's awesome. Shut up. They put... It's just Minute Waltz by Chopin, but it's done in Vocaloid. Good shit. Okay, that's it. I'm very excited. I listened to the whole soundtrack multiple times. Cried a lot throughout the soundtrack. Just so everyone knows, our third co-host is is late, and he's malding because we're recording without him.
Next up, we have the Blue Beetle trailer.
Dude, the fact. Okay, first of all, no one is talking about this online. When he was like, when they were like, make any weapon you want, and he makes Cloud's from Final Fantasy, he makes Cloud's Buster Sword, and he does the little Buster Sword animation. That's awesome. Why is nobody talking about that? That's the best part of the whole trailer.
I disagree. The best part of the trailer was when George Lopez was screaming.
Dude, I will say, George Lopez is the only part of that movie that I'm like actually actively not looking forward to.
What's wrong with George Lopez? I've seen a bunch of people show George Lopez in the trailer.
Dude, he literally he took his wife's kidney and left her, brother. He's a piece of shit. Are you kidding me? It's more like
it's just a kidney.
Acting. It's just a kidney. It's not his acting. It's the way he's conducted is. And obviously, this is like a personal thing. It's subjective. It's a personal line for everyone, okay? I personally, and some of my friends, we're just kind of like, like the black nail polish is nice, but I don't know. It's hard for me to separate a lot of the actually kind of bad stuff there's evidence for that he's done in his own life, outside of the film, in his behavior for me to be like, super excited. But everything else looks awesome except for the UI for the POV shots.
Yeah, I have slightly mixed but mostly positive feelings towards this trailer. The beginning, I was really feeling Disney Channel vibes, and not necessarily in a good way, until he got the Scarab, and then it felt very Spider-Man Homecoming in a very good way. People are like, okay, cool, so DC has their own Spider-Man now, and it's like, well, I mean, yes, but obviously he's his own character, and there's also Blue Beetle before him.
He's just Nova. Really?
No.
He's literally Sam Alexander Nova.
No. He's Wally West.
No, Wally West is Wally West. Wally West is Flash is like Spider-Man. Really, Flash is the most Spider-Man adjacent character DC has. Maybe not in the DC movies, but in the comics, absolutely.
Disagree.
Really?
It's the bad guy with Spider-Man powers. Forgot his name.
That's just aesthetic. I'm talking about.
No. It's that one.
Okay, sure.
No, but when he gets the Scarab, it looks the suit easily.
It's just Injustice. It's Injustice Blue Beetle. It's so good.
It's already one of the best comic to live action translations ever. like it looks ridiculously good, and it's not even like because obviously the suit has like the mouth thing, sort of like Batman Beyond does, but obviously that'd be weird in live action, so they just have the little like jaw bit on like hinges, and it moves when he speaks. Brilliant, incredible, amazing. But yeah, Blue Beetle looks super fun, so
yeah, it looks exciting. All right, what's next?
But I wasn't done.
Okay, bitch.
But like I was telling like you in the Discord, it does have that like this was a streaming movie before it got upgraded to a theatrical release kind of vibe, which is fine.
Absolutely,
but
absolutely, yeah, and like it does look cinematic, still, but it does like it looks. This is my final take. It looks very generic. It actually looks generic cutter to me, but it looks like a lot of fun, and it doesn't look like it'll be bad in the least bit. I think it's going to be really enjoyable.
Yeah, agreed. So let's move on to some Star Wars news. Star Wars Celebration was just this weekend. Oh, we got some stuff. So Andor Season 2 will likely release in late summer of 2024. So I think that's actually a little earlier than initially anticipated. I think it was initially rumored to be fall of 2024. So if it keeps this late summer 2024 release date, it's fucking fine by me. More Andor.
It's also going to be the last season of it too, which is good.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Don't stretch that shit out.
Yeah, you had a 2-part story with a concise message and theme and the character development. It's like, and there's only so. Oh, wait, I cut out.
You did,
there's only so far you can take Andor before Rogue One.
Yeah, and like the original idea for the series was supposed to be 5 seasons, but
oh my god,
they cut it when they're having more creative discussions. They cut it down to 2,
good,
which makes a lot of sense. And in the second season, each 3-episode arc is going to take place over the course of a year. So
really, in the second season.
Yep. So it's gonna the entire season is gonna span 4 years, and it's gonna end right where Rogue One picks up.
I really hope that they're able to maintain that is tricky. I think in storytelling in general, you have to have a really deft hand telling a story like that, because like you're limiting yourself 3 episodes a year.
There's probably going to be a through line. But,
absolutely, absolutely.
But yeah, you're right. Like with the first season, this first season's 3-episode arc, I think, really, really helped it. And because it's a 12-episode series, and if you drag something out too long, people are going to get disinterested. So just to have almost like a reset every 3 episodes is really nice. But when you're spanning it over the course of a year for each thing, like characters are going to come and go. It might be more difficult to care about certain things in the show. So yeah,
it has to be kind of like an abstract, I don't know how to put this. It's like an abstract through line, something that's like, it's got to just be really artsy. Like, and I hate to say it any other way, but like, that's pull it off. Sorry, how they have to pull it off. That's how they did it. Andor season 1 had that artful feel to it, and I think it handled a lot of its content very carefully and like creatively. And so I think that, okay, if the same writing team, then we're fine. Like, we'll be good.
Yeah. Obviously the writing in the first season was incredible, so it's not, I'm confident, like we're in good hands.
Me too. Absolutely.
But I think it's going to be very, very interesting, and it's going to, I really like the idea that each 3-episode arc is 1 year. We'll just see how that plays out.
Yeah.
But Skeleton Crew is apparently going to release this year.
That's interesting. Has it even started filming?
Oh yeah, it filmed already.
They have the EE Everything Everywhere directors doing an episode, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they've already filmed.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm very excited.
Which I had
also
no
Jude Law's great.
They showed a little trailer at Star Wars Celebration.
They did?
Yeah, they did. Didn't release that shit online though. But I mean, I don't really know what to expect from it, to be honest, at least until we see a trailer. I like the idea. I like the people involved, so I'm excited for it. But yeah, I don't know what to expect. And it releases this year. Like, I swear, like, because I was kind of like you. I was like, did they even film that?
Yeah,
this year?
No one was like, usually people are pretty good at tracking, like, oh, this has started filming, or this starts filming now, or this has ended filming. But like, I guess Skeleton Crew just either wasn't cared enough about by a lot of those people to like
probably, especially when like, because a lot of the behind the scenes stuff was either coming from Mando, Ahsoka, or the Acolyte, and a lot of people have their eyes on the Acolyte just for being, very
old.
Yeah, so
Squid Game, yeah.
But Skeleton Crew, I'm excited for. I know, like, the fact that we know nothing about it kind of makes me more excited.
Me too. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I wonder if we get like full on comedy from that.
Well, I do remember the initial pitch is like sort of an adventure, like a 80s like kids adventure, sort of like the Goonies.
Oh, cool. Well, then it'll be cool then. I'm very excited. And I've really only seen Jude Law play, so maybe I'm just not the opposite. It's well read, but for film. But like, maybe I'm just not that. Jude Law has played like warmer roles or like
gay
for
people.
that, but yeah. Oh, has he?
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
Tales of the Jedi is getting a second season.
Let's fucking go.
Fucking
literally
incredible.
That is, Tales of the Jedi was such a, like, I don't want to say surprise, because of course it was going to be good, but it was a surprise to me, like at the level of depth that we were, like, what we got from that was insane.
In just such a short amount of time too, because they weren't even like full length episodes.
No, dude, it was amazing, and every single one of them was awesome, especially for me, because Dooku, one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, period. The Dooku stuff was great. And now I rewatched Attack of the Clones recently, and that scene where like Dooku's talking to Obi-Wan, like, oh, Qui-Gon spoke very highly of you. I wish he were still here. I wish he were here to help me now. Like, that's more emotional now. Like, it's like legitimately emotional.
Mm-hmm. And just getting more about Dooku, like, in any way. Obviously, we have like books and stuff, but like to get it in an animated series or live action or whatever the case may be, is super, super cool. And obviously, the Ahsoka stuff was great too.
Yeah, and I mean, besides the fact that they wasted the coolest Inquisitor design I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
epic.
But yeah, like when Tales of the Jedi came out, once we actually knew what it was, I was like, this is a great medium to just tell short little arcs about whoever, and just slot it into the like Star Wars timeline. It doesn't have to take up a whole series. It doesn't have to be any of that. Like, it's such a great way to just tell these little stories in the Star Wars universe without forcing itself into anywhere else. Could just be its own thing.
what's incredible about it too is and I know people are like, oh, the prequels should have been good on their own without all this stuff, and like, yeah, that is a valid thing to say, I guess. But honestly, it's so interesting the way Tales of the Jedi did it, because my example of episode 2, where it makes that line with Obi-Wan more impactful. It's like, it's not that it necessarily in your face is like, hey, guess what? This is why Dooku said this here. It's more like it makes the universe feel more real and lived in. And when you're watching the prequels, as wooden as the execution is, and as soapy as the execution is, it's like, it still feels like a real lived in world, and these characters are living, breathing people, you know? And with histories. And I don't know, it's just interesting. The more Star Wars you take in, the more you get out of it too. You know what I mean? Like, it's awesome. So good. As a whole, everything, Star Wars, when it's at its best, everything is embellished by it.
I don't know. Prequels are trash, so.
You can go to hell.
I mean,
literally.
I'm not wrong. Clone Wars is trash too until season 7. I mean.
Do you wanna die? Yeah?
Yeah.
I can tell.
Oh.
Okay. What next?
The Acolyte releases in 2024 on Disney Plus. The first trailer was shown at Star Wars Celebration, not online, and it apparently showed a ton of martial arts and lightsaber action, which is what I've been wanting.
The Wokalite?
Yes.
Cringe.
My God.
The Wokalite, dude. You know people will be throwing shit like that around.
People are absolutely going to be doing that. People are probably already doing that. Oh, like speaking of the woke shit, the end of the Blue Beetle trailer where George Lopez says Batman's a fascist.
He is, though. He is a fascist.
Bro, did you see the people getting so mad at that? Oh my
That's insane.
God.
Wait a minute. That's insane to me, because he literally is, especially in the most beloved story of all time. And I don't want to get too into this, but I need the audience to know. And I think I've talked to you about it before. The Dark Knight Returns is fascist as fuck.
To be fair, it's more Frank Miller than Batman.
It is more Frank Miller, but no, The Dark Knight Returns informed a lot of Batman's character going forward, for better or for worse, by a lot of artists and writers and everything after that. Because it's held up still as like, this is the gold standard for Batman stories, which I think is kind of unfair. I think it's kind of a very childish book, really. It's held up as like, oh, this is how mature comics can be. We're being validated. And at the time, a lot of nerds were like, oh, comics as a medium is being validated by this masterpiece. The shit is so cringe. It is fascist. The art is amazing. Okay. And there are some amazing moments, but Batman his behavior in that book should not be glorified. It's not badass. It's not whatever. Even if Frank Miller glorifies it, it's fascist. And for them to straight up say that, not only in just the Blue Beetle movie as a throwaway line in the movie, but in the trailer, is good to me. I like that. Like, I'm not even throwing the word around, okay? And because it shouldn't be thrown around. That word is very heavy with a lot of implications. But yeah, I agree.
Okay, so you do like George Lopez. Got it.
I don't like him.
You like George Lopez. You agree with him that he said Batman's a fascist. Will is the number one George Lopez stan. All right, the Acolyte.
His character's based. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Acolyte. I can't wait for Squid Game actor to do martial arts. I keep cutting out fuck. Yeah.
This when it was first announced, and the more information we get, it remains my most anticipated Star Wars series. I am so excited for this, just to explore a new era in live action and to have the more martial art, Asian sort of style infused into it, because obviously that and Westerns were the initial,
Well, samurai film and Westerns, but I wonder if this will incorporate like kung fu at all, like
right.
Actual straight up kung fu.
Right, but those were the initial, things that influenced Star Wars. And as time's gone on, like the prequels were also very sort of Asian cinema inspired. And then we get to more like now, and it's very Western focus, especially in things like The Mandalorian. So now to be getting more of that Asian cinema into Star Wars, it makes me very excited.
To Mando's credit, I will say the character of Mando himself is lone wolf and cub, straight up. Like, that's it. Like, that Mando is, there's a little in his character, a little Western influence, but straight up, he's just an adaptation of, I forgot his name, but lone wolf and cub.
Joel from The Last of Us.
Okay, yup, it's brother.
He's Joel got to escort Grogu to the Fireflies.
To the facility where they're going to kill him, and he says, "Okay, but I'll let you kill him this time."
that's exactly.
I hate the fucker. I hate this guy. No, but yeah, lone wolf and cub. But then, like, you have characters like what's it called, Cobb Vanth, who's straight up, Western character archetype, and Boba Fett. Oh yeah, Cad Bane. Cad Bane is, I forgot, he's that like gross guy in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Like, that's him, and Cobb represents Man with No Name. And I know the original Boba Fett design was straight up Clint Eastwood, the man without a name. Yeah. But now Cobb Vanth kind of fills that role. But yeah. Like, sorry, dude, I got into a tangent.
No.
I agree.
It's relevant. So
I cannot. I agree. I cannot wait to see more, and not only just Japanese influence in Star Wars, because that's largely what we have. I can't wait to see maybe Korean influence, Chinese influence. And you know what I mean? Like
woke
South
influence,
Asian woke, the wokeolite, women influence. Also, the woman is a lead and she's a Sith, and I love women's rights, but what about women's wrongs? I'm about women's wrongs too. I'm ready for that. Okay, that's what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. Women's wrongs.
Scarlet
finally.
Witch stands unite.
Literally, seriously, guys, come on, come on now. It's about women's wrongs. That's what we're here for.
Indeed.
But yeah, Acolyte and Star Wars Eclipse are my two favorite, most anticipated Star Wars projects. No one's talking about Eclipse, but it's the Detroit Become
that company.
Yes.
Oh no.
What did the company do? Look,
I think so. There was something. There was something with the studio head, but yeah, I'm still excited.
I thought it was the director of. I thought it was just the guy who did the director from Detroit Become Human, but I didn't think he was involved anymore. Yeah, but I didn't think he was involved anymore.
People are still mad, so maybe I don't know. I'd have to look into it.
Because Eclipse is my most anticipated, like, just from a gameplay perspective and narrative perspective, and
if it's anything like Detroit Become Human.
I love Detroit Become Human. I platinum that game. It's one of my favorite games still.
I never played it, but I watched the playthrough.
It's awesome. Yeah, I literally 2 days straight did like every option through that game. Like, I grinded that game out and I had so much fun. But sorry, let's keep going.
Dave Filoni.
I'm kidding.
Dave Filoni will direct a Star Wars film culminating the events of the Mandoverse. Hey, he's here. The man, the myth, the legend, the
wokeolite himself.
Yes, I'm finally here. Hello.
We're talking about women's rights and women's wrongs.
Yeah.
We're actually talking about Dave Filoni. We're on the new. He literally just straight up said Dave Filoni is directing the culmination of the Mandoverse in a film.
I did see something about that.
Torn would know nothing about that. He hasn't even seen season 2 of Mando, so
he hasn't even seen Andor.
He hasn't seen Andor. He hasn't seen season 2 of Mando. Hasn't seen season 3 of Mando. Hasn't seen Rebels.
Damn right.
He hasn't seen Woke Door.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen Wokalorian.
Torn. Since you just joined, why don't you tell the people your thoughts about the Blue Beetle trailer?
Pretty good. It's pretty solid. Looks fun. Nothing too crazy other than seeing Blue Beetle himself. I'm all for it. Can't wait to see it.
Secret Invasion trailer. Go.
Secret Invasion. Pretty good. Really solid to have those spy espionage vibes back. I love also seeing a Nick Fury centered story. It's gonna be pretty good.
Across the Spider-Verse. Go.
Across Spider-Verse. Geek. peak.
No, dude, Barbie looks better.
Barbie is better.
Why can't two legends coexist?
They can. I just want everyone to know, and I'm being unironic, I'm more excited for Barbie.
Barbie's.
Are you gonna roller skate there or rollerblade there?
I will rollerblade up the stairs into my seat, and I will. If I fall, people have to get the fuck over. People will get the literally, and if I had to go to the bathroom, I will be rollerblading to the bathroom. People again have to get the fuck over it.
I can't wait because the whole internet is behind that movie. People are gonna dress like fucking crazy. The amount of pinks and bright yellows that are gonna be in theaters.
I will literally go in makeup and like a wig, and like I will literally go as a Ken. We should all do it. Come on, all three of us.
No,
I'll be a Ken.
Barbie premiere, or we could dress up in suits.
No, people did that for Minions.
Yeah, which was
I fucking hated that.
Well, let's go. Let's dress up for Barbie, gentlemen. It's cosplay.
I'm down.
I guess.
You would be so cringe if you didn't do it.
Oh, I'd have to like figure something out, and then I'm not fashionable.
That's okay. I mean, I'm not either. Torin is fashionable.
I can go as Michael Cera.
Oh, Alan.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, I love how everyone. Oh my god, so many women want Alan. It's like, and Michael Cera. Like how do I be him?
Bro got the loser riz. It's crazy.
He does. The loser riz is strong. Loser riz is strong.
It's crazy.
It's powerful. But yeah.
Anyway, the Mandoverse film. I'm excited, but people are going to hype themselves up for it to no end, and it's going to ruin everyone's experience. This is going to be the most frustrating film.
I really do think Dave is. I do think he's a genius. Okay, and like I know like a lot of people say that, but
he knows Star Wars like the back of his Chang. He just does.
He does. I think Dave is so suited to do a Star Wars movie. But also, I think the Mandoverse has personally, and I will defend Boba Fett forever. And I really love Mando season 1 and 2. I haven't seen season 3. Am I cutting out?
No.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm just not super into the Mandoverse. Like I'm not like so hype about it. Like I know it's good, and Boba Fett was fine, and I'm an avid Boba Fett enjoyer. But, like we'll see. I guess it'll probably be good.
I think the biggest problem, or not, I don't know if that's the right word, but the biggest issue that they'd face is not making it look like the show. Like the show looks great for a show, but it ain't a film. It's gotta look like cinema.
Yeah, that is actually, I am imagining going into the theater and seeing like a TV-esque like overuse of the volume and stuff, and I really hope. I mean, I'm sure it will look better. They could bring back Greg Fraser. Honestly, that would be such a baller move from Mando season 1.
They absolutely should.
Just bring him back and get just really budget it out, make it a cinematic production, bring Greg back. David at the helm, that's a recipe for success right there visually. Yeah.
I'm just horrified by the fans. I'm just horrified.
Me too. Star Wars fans are the worst.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
They're losers. I hate being a Star Wars fan. It's so embarrassing.
Speaking of Star Wars fans being the worst, have you seen the way people are fucking just attacking Lizzo for being in the most recent episode?
Yeah.
It's fucking gross.
Lizzo. It's horrible.
Yeah, in the same.
It's literally so just fat jokes. People are being fat phobic. Are people doing that to Jack Black or Christopher Lloyd?
Exactly.
No, it's just Lizzo.
Exactly. It's like okay, you're not doing it to Jack Black though. Why? Oh yeah, he's a white guy. Like that's it. That's straight up. That's it. Okay, and maybe like you grew up with Jack Black, and Jack Black protected him at all costs. But Lizzo's so awesome. Like who cares?
Lizzo ain't done nothing wrong.
I hear Lizzo is like fine in the Mando episode.
Yeah, she's fine because I saw her and I was like, is that Lizzo? And I was like, because obviously like Jack Black's cool because he's a fucking actor, but it's Lizzo, so I was like, I don't know.
It's a celebrity.
Yeah.
It's the trend of putting celebrities in things. Yes, that is.
But by the end of it, I was like, oh no, she's fine. She's chilling.
Star Wars fans just be normal challenge. Impossible difficulty. Like Star Wars fans just suck. And it's so embarrassing to be part of a fandom like this. Like it has its moments, and like Star Wars Celebration wholesome overall, but then like these neets go home, or these like divorced dads, or even like married dads, just like on main they're really nice, but like they go on their computers and they're just pieces of shit. Like I hate Star Wars fans. I'm sorry.
They're the worst.
We're the only based ones. Us three?
Yeah, we're the
only good ones.
It's true.
I mean, Torin is not really a great one because he still hasn't seen things, but you know, like he's the normal.
He's getting there.
Yeah, like he's like normal.
Yeah,
and
he's the normal.
I'm normal.
And then there's
I'll
weirdos.
take that.
Yeah, like being normal and being a Star Wars fan is it's literally you have a better chance of lottery, like Powerball, than be a normal Star Wars fan. And Torin is a normal Star Wars fan.
And
like,
it's like with Star Wars fans, it's like it's the whole or it's nothing, because it's like I didn't love Boba Fett, but there was aspects of it I really like. I really love his arc where he started and where he ended up. I thought that was great. I thought certain episodes were really good and some of the creative decisions, but on the whole, I didn't really enjoy it. But then you go on the internet and people are like, "This is the worst thing ever created."
Yeah,
it's like let's like you can't just find anything positive out of this. Like really.
Well, people don't. It's so annoying because, like, besides the lack of just media literacy, and especially from Star Wars fans, because most of them are conservatives, and Star Wars is just straight up like anti-capitalist,
which is so
anti-fascist propaganda.
So
it's insane, right? But beyond that, right? Like, no one just likes to just kind of question, like, well, I like this, why do I like it? Or I hate this, why do I hate it? And that's why there's nothing so nuanced. And especially since when they see their favorite content creators be so passionate, they see people online be so passionate, like hateful, and it's like, okay, well, this is all there is, you know? And it's just like, yeah, Boba Fett's arc, getting humanity from indigenous people in the Tusken, epic, okay. That kind of slows down. Why is the Mando stuff here, right? But it's still good. Like, and I still enjoyed it overall. But it's not perfect at all. Like, it's still easily the weakest of the Mandoverse. But, like, yeah, I don't know. Not to get too caught up in this, but, like, again, Star Wars fans, just be fucking normal. Please, God. I'm praying. I'm sacrificing animals just so that you guys can be normal. Like, rituals. Just be normal, please.
Yeah, it's like with Torn and I, with, like, Obi-Wan. Like, the fans were fucking... Despite Obi-Wan giving a lot of what fans wanted, it's like not the way they wanted it. So it was like, nah, we don't like this. But Tori and I were like, this is good.
I actually really loved Obi-Wan. I loved it. Again, it's not like great. Perfect. It's not peak, but it's great. I would label it as great. And like, even in one moment that like everyone, like a lot of people online thought was like underwhelming or cringe. Vader burning Obi-Wan as like in like a rageful, petty, like or just valid, actually, like angst, just like, okay, feel what I feel, fuck you. That gave me chills the first time I saw it. It's amazing. That's an amazing scene, dude. Oh my god, thinking about it, I'm pumped up. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Obi-Wan's a great show.
Indeed. We should move on.
Yeah.
James Mangold will direct a Star Wars film about the first Jedi and described it as a biblical epic.
Peak.
This sounds
that sounds good.
Fascinating.
Peak incoming. Also, in the same breath, I think he said he's doing Swamp Thing.
He is doing Swamp Thing. He's writing both at the same time or something.
Peak.
But like, I'm only like, my only, I guess, worry is that like not everything needs to be explained. So it's like, okay, like this, like the first Jedi, like the start of the Force, it's like, do we need that? But also like, it's James Mangold and it's a biblical epic in the Star Wars universe. I can't complain.
Yeah, it's interesting because thinking about it, like this is like again like like VeggieTales Jonah, but like how do I put this? It is a meta. It's kind of meta in a way because getting a retelling of mythological biblical events basically to Jedi in Star Wars, but like we get to see it unfold, and I'm sure it's going to be epic. I'm sure it's going to be subversive because it's James Mangold. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited.
Too bad no one's going to care because Charmin Obaid-Chinoy's Star Wars film will follow the establishing of a new Jedi Order. It is set 15 years after the rise of Skywalker, and Daisy Ridley will return as Rey Skywalker in the Star Wars film. And Rey is gonna
actually it's Rey Palpatine.
Oh man, dude, I saw someone. I saw this like petty. I follow him because he makes great figure customs. But he's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see Rey make a new Jedi Order and fail because she's a Palpatine, and then somehow Palpatine returns again and destroys everything, and it'll be perfect again finally, and she'll be dead. It's like, okay, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I can't wait for people to just finally like Rey's a great character, and even if you don't think she's great before, like I think she was great in The Last Jedi. The other two films, I think she was inconsistent, and I'm confident it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited to see her again.
Yeah, I loved her in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, and then not literally nothing about her character like failing in any way is her fault.
Exactly.
Which is
it's not
one
Daisy's
thing people
fault.
need to fucking realize. She's an incredible actor. But like, yeah, in Rise of Skywalker, I was like, oh, she's a Palpatine. That's literally the last thing I fucking want.
I mean, it's JJ. It's literally just JJ. It's just JJ for me. Like JJ's Rey, I don't like. Ryan's Rey, and probably this new person's Rey, hopefully, will be great. And also, Daisy Ridley does the best she can with what she's given, and she nails it. She like she does what she's asked of her, and still tries to go. And she goes beyond. And I think her acting is incredible.
Yeah, she's really, really good. So yeah, I'm super excited. And people, and like 15 years is a huge time jump from the Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. So like a lot of things can be just already resolved. Like if like obviously the one thing, if anything, that people are excited for that can, be redeemed, sort of like the Clone Wars, the prequels were redeemed throughout future Star Wars media, is Finn's just Finn's anything really. Yeah. If they can redeem Finn in any way, maybe the sequel trilogy will get some brownie points. I don't know.
Yeah, because dude, Finn again, Last Jedi, every character was balanced solidly, learned their own lesson, had a great arc. I think Finn was one of the highlights for me of The Last Jedi. I loved his arc, and then they just kind of shat on him in Rise of Skywalker. And it's like, what the fuck?
Rey, I need to tell you something.
I love you.
I'm Force sensitive.
Rey.
I'm also in love with Poe. It's very confusing.
Rey, I got to tell you something.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
That's getting bleeped.
Wah, 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 wah. Play it. Play it now. Yeah. Play it again. Do it again. Okay. All right, moving on.
The Ahsoka trailer came out. The Verse Ahsoka trailer.
Dude.
Peak.
Delete everyone else but Thrawn. I don't care about anyone else.
Yes, and speaking of Thrawn, Lars Mikkelsen is returning as Thrawn, as actually playing in live action his original voice role as the character. So woo! And it's releasing this August.
Thrawn. I've been waiting so fucking long just to see Thrawn.
All I want from this series is obviously Thrawn to be a menace, Ahsoka to do some cool shit, and Chopper to commit a war crime. That's all I need.
Oh, absolutely. Well, also, dude, I hope they really elevate, like they put Thrawn on the level that he is in the books, canon or not. Also, dude, the cheeky little heir to the Empire line, that was good. That was nice. Like, I know it's Legends, and I know that when you talk about EU, you talk about Legends, you're catering to the sweats, you're catering to the idiots, conservatives, Star Wars reactionaries, okay? But
the fucking Discord mods.
Yeah, literally the Redditors, that's who you're catering to when you talk about, like, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Amen. You can clap for me. Fuck you. Yeah, I know you have it on your fucking soundboard. Fuck you. Look, listen. But Heir to the Empire is a great book.
I hope that's not super loud in the recording.
It's not that loud.
To you, but it might be in the recording. Who knows?
Well, we'll see.
Oh God.
But and I've been moving around a lot too. I hope my audio's. Anyways, besides the cutting out, fuck, my point eludes me still. Okay, Heir to the Empire is a great Legends. It just is. It was neat for them to say that. There's just a little line in the trailer. It was cute.
Sabine's hot. She's hot.
Too bad Rosario Dawson's still transphobic.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm just kidding.
No, I
know
about
it's
that.
all alleged. It's all. But yeah, it's all alleged. Okay. She's still hot.
Still should have been with Matt in Daredevil, but no.
No, Karen's
Let's make
better.
it Karen.
Karen better.
No.
Karen Foggy is a valid ship.
Karen and Finn, that should have been Endgame, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Karen
obviously,
Foggy.
not doesn't make sense in the comics, but the way, like, they had so much better chemistry, in my opinion, than Karen and Matt.
Also, well, I do like Foggy and Trish still.
Although she
Like-
was better in season 3, I will say.
Yeah, exactly. Like the way they did her in season 3, I like that. And she was like a nice, supportive force in Foggy's life. But yes, Karen Foggy for sure. OTP.
But yeah, that's the news of the week.
Finally.
Which means it's time to move on to our topic.
Fucking finally.
The Super Mario Brothers movie. I would
Mario.
Gonna refrain from doing any Mario impressions.
I won't.
Oh God. I would say let's do non-spoilers than spoilers, but there's not. It's a Mario movie. There's not a ton to spoil. I mean,
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, I think that's actually one of the main things about it. It's a very simple story. There's literally not a lot to spoil at all. It's very simple. It's just straight cut. Just a straight up Mario movie, very much in the spirit of the characters in the games, which I think is to its benefit. And then it just kind of takes the archetypes of these characters and runs with them. They don't need that much depth, in my opinion. It was great. It was super entertaining. It was a blast. I never got bored, and it was paced amazingly because it's 90 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I cut out there, but yeah.
I agree. I would say I thought the film was great. I really, really did. Although it's not as good as the 1993 film.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
It definitely
literally go to hell. You can actually go to that level of hell. All cold, or it's all cold, and you freeze your dick off.
The 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie is a fucking masterpiece, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Shut the fuck up.
It's so good.
Shut up,
It's
dude.
Mario, and Luigi Mario. Like, come on, you can't.
Well, they are still Mario, and Luigi.
Yeah, but that scene in the movie, Bowser.
I know.
In that, come on, classic. Yoshi. There was more Yoshi in that than in this new one, so automatically.
Yeah. Also, they cut out the scene from the trailer where Mario get the fish off of his face. Like they straight up cut that into a montage, which, I mean, I don't know. It was kind of hot. Like, it was a hot scene, so it kind of sucks that they keep it. I thought, dude, the way that, oh my God, Peach and Mario in that movie are so cute.
Right? Well, the first thing, because I saw it with my family, the first thing my brother said to me was like, this makes their relationship make so much more sense. Because in the games it's just like, Mario, save me, and then it's like, oh, like damsel in distress, whatever. And this one, there's like actual like chemistry and shit.
Well, yeah, and he's just a silly, cute little man, and it's like, and that's something that like I don't know, it's not unrealistic for Peach to be into that, and to see that being acted out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's just an adorable
he's
guy,
just a little dude,
and he also just has tenacity and he's cool. Also, dude. Sorry, I want Torrin to say some stuff. I need to hear Torrin talk. I feel like I've been like hogging.
Dude, that movie is so fucking peak, bro.
Literally.
Like, just so, like, I definitely was a Mario fan growing up. I didn't play too much of all the games, but I'm glad that I played enough to like understand the references and like, you know, pretty much call out everything that I saw. So the fact that like there's like different references of like, you know, there's like Odyssey and like Luigi's Mansion, like I was a fanboy so fucking hard, and dude, like I can't even explain how perfect they made like this for like Mario fans, even just like, Nintendo fans in general. Like kind of like what you said, it's a very simple plot, but it manages to do so much with the characters and what they're given with throughout like all the games, and you know, just incorporating like the little things where like including like the music. Like the music was like one of the best parts of the movie for me.
So good.
Like especially when like, you know, like freaking Donkey Kong. Like
the DK rap.
Yeah, the DK rap. That was like amazing.
Unfortunately, Grant Kirkhope, the composer of that song in the Donkey Kong 64 game, he was not credited in the credits.
Yeah, I did see that.
But expected. But yes, that was incredible. Also, dude, first of all, Donkey Kong, main reason I saw the movie, they put Chunky Kong. I did see
Chunky Kong, and I saw Diddy Kong too, bro.
Dude, the fact that Chunky Kong got as much screen time as Diddy Kong makes me so happy. I can't even. He's my favorite Kong. Okay, him and Donkey Kong are amazing. I love that Cranky Kong was just Bernie Sanders. I love that he was just Bernie Sanders. I love Fred Armisen's portrayal of Cranky Kong. It was great. Also, Seth Rogen. Here's my thing. I like him as Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Seth Rogen is me core, like he's Will core, and I'm Donkey Kong core. And so it makes sense. He's Donkey Kong core. And so he's perfect for the role, okay? Like, if it's not me playing Donkey Kong, it's good that it's him. It's good that it's him. And Donkey Kong got way more screen time. To be serious,
screen time than I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
Way more. He was a legitimate part of the plot, and that this lends more credence to the rumors that Donkey Kong's getting a spinoff film, which to me, that's an end game for me kind of thing. That's huge. I hope it's still happening. I know Universal's doing their theme park, the Donkey Kong theme park with the rides, and it looks like the ride is actually based on the aesthetic of the movie. So that's interesting. But yeah, Donkey Kong had so much to do.
Yeah,
much to do.
I also love that throughout the movie, he was feuding with Mario, and there wasn't like a moment where they're like, "Oh, maybe this guy isn't so bad." Like they tease multiple points where it's like this is where they're gonna come together, but then they don't. like one of the in my opinion, one of the funniest points of the movie is when, you know, they're in the stomach of the eel. And he's all like, "Yeah, well, at least your dad doesn't think you're a joke." He was like, "Actually, my dad does think I'm a joke." And he's like, "Well, your dad's a fucking genius, man." I was like, "That's fucking amazing, man. That was so good."
It's good, dude. And I like, I don't know. I there was like a little bit of heart in when it came to there were inner conflicts with characters, like we were talking about. You just mentioned that scene, but like, yeah, Donkey Kong wants to impress his dad, and Mario also wants to impress his dad, and it's nice. I think that's good, and the way that they resolve them very neatly. The movie doesn't really need to be super nuanced about it because it's just a silly little Mario movie. It doesn't owe us anything more than that. It gave us everything we wanted. It's amazing.
Exactly. Also, like, one thing I wanted to point out was that like how like I guess like how cloaked the voice actors were, because like some parts throughout the movie I'm just like, wow, this is Chris Pratt as Mario, and then like with Jack Black being Bowser, I was like, okay, yeah, that's Jack Black whenever he's singing. but it just adds like the incredible range that these actors have.
Yeah,
and
sometimes when Bowser would speak, I'd forget it's Jack Black.
Yeah, especially like with Anya Taylor-Joy. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know she was voicing Peach.
She did a great job.
She did a great job. There's other things about the movie that like were like really really fun to me. Oh, the part where like they're choosing their own carts. Like that scene was amazing. Yeah. I love that. And the music playing throughout that too. Oh, dude. Just the music was just incredible. I loved it throughout.
The only part of the movie where the music, and I don't know, I know this is very unpopular, and it just might be my taste because I don't like the Star Power theme. But at the end of the movie, when they did I was like, that's too much. That's too much for me. I know. I'm sorry. I was hoping that it wasn't an invincibility star. I was hoping that it was a power star from like Mario 64, and that when they touched it, like I feel like they would go like super.
I feel like they're the same thing.
Really?
In this,
I guess so. But yeah, it makes sense. But fuck. There were so many musical cues, and it's not just from almost every Mario game really you can imagine too. Donkey Kong had a motif, and it was from like, I mean, it's just the Donkey Kong motif from games.
Yeah, like when he gets knocked down and goes da 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 da.
Yeah. That, and then but then also Donkey Country, like like you know what I mean, or Donkey Kong 64. Like that's good shit, dude. I again, I'm always talking about Donkey Kong, but peak. And the only L actually, sorry, I keep cutting out. The biggest L that the movie takes, no Wario or Waluigi, not even a tease. That's the biggest L.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Torin. Like they managed to pack in a ridiculous amount of Mario, just stuff in this, and yet there's still so much that they can use for a sequel, whether it's characters or even musical motifs. Like there's still like Yoshi and Yoshi's theme, there's the underwater theme, there's still a ton of shit they can do.
Yoshi's Island stuff too, and especially with like we got Baby Mario, Baby Luigi.
Yeah,
incredible, awesome. And also the Jack Black Peaches song is fucking incredible. That is so good.
Peaches.
Yeah, so good.
Oh, like going back to like the baby, Mario and like Luigi, I couldn't help but think about Ness and Lucas. Like I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like oh wow, Ness and Lucas, but that's just how Nintendo draws their kids.
Dude, we got Earthbound. We're talking about Earthbound now. Jesus Christ, we're talking about Mother. All right, but yeah, I agree. But
how are we feeling about the cast, boys? Mostly Chris Pratt.
I was gonna say, I actually, they must have given him, and I think this is literally just a Charlie critical take, but yeah, like they must have just given his worst deliveries in the trailer. I didn't even have a huge deal with those in the trailer. I thought he played a good Mario, and I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was exceptional, but it was also really like heartwarming, and there was a fair amount of emotion. Charlie Day's Luigi's great. The only cast member that I don't like is Toad, and I know he had a lot of fun. I know Keegan had a lot of fun playing Toad and coming up with a voice. But it never clicked for me. It just never did. And I don't know why.
Sounds a little racist.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I am just racist. And that is why I don't like Toad.
Clip it and ship it.
My favorite.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
No, but for real, I don't know. It's weird. And I think the reason is like Mario and Luigi, yeah, they're very different from the game. And they're pretty different from the cartoon, the show, right? But like, they kind of exist in their own little thing. But Toad, I feel like Keegan was trying so hard to do a Toad voice, but not hard enough. or whatever. Like, that's just the way it came off to me, and it just felt kind of awkward. But I love Toad in the movie. I love the Captain Toad theme that they played when he showed up. Like, good stuff. But yeah,
look at us, we're adorable.
I hate that line.
That's such a funny line, dude.
I hate that line when they put that in the trailer, and like all the white moms laughed in the theater when they said that. They're like, oh, we're adorable. Cringe.
Will hates fun, confirmed.
That just seems like a typical like Minions Illumination. Everything else in the movie is great. That one line sticks out to me.
I really enjoyed Chris Pratt. I really like that, because obviously the whole controversy surrounding the voice or whatever. And then right at the start, he's like, "Oh yeah, where am I?" And then he's like, "Oh, the voice is too much." like just right off jump, Bill was like, "Okay," like they knew what they were doing from the beginning. I mean, no one should have like doubted them, really. I mean, they cast the man for a reason. But like, yeah, he was good. He wasn't as good as Bob Hoskins from the 1993 film. But I will have to say that Charlie Day, I think, does surpass John Leguizamo. I mean, it's just it is what it is.
Yeah, and John is salty. John is so salty about that.
Is he really?
Dude, okay, no, he was salty because he's like, well, yeah, they put a Latin character in the Mario movies in the 93, and that was so forward thinking. But now they took that away. They took that away in the new Mario. They took it away. And I'm not in the credits.
Is that your John Leguizamo?
Yeah.
It's very good.
Really? Thank you.
No.
Okay.
But like, yeah,
I don't even know what he sounds like.
Charlie Day was fucking incredible. He's Sid from Ice Age.
That's John Leguizamo. That's awesome.
Yeah, but Charlie Day was great. It was really funny, just at random points of the film, just going, that's some motherfucker from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's it. He's just Charlie. He's not doing anything. It's just Charlie Day. But it works perfectly.
Because he's so enthusiastic, and like, I don't know, there's something about like Luigi is just such a he's an enthusiastic, happy, emotional little brother. It's awesome.
Yeah. Charles Martinet was used perfectly. He was that one guy at the beginning.
He was multiple characters.
Yeah,
he was that guy.
Yeah, he was that guy, and
he
was the dad. Yeah, both incredible uses of him. I loved their family. How they're literally just New Yorkers.
I do hope. I also like Mario's hatred. That's cute. That's a cute little irony.
Hatred of what?
Mushrooms. Sorry,
yeah.
My mic is shitting itself. Also, Charles Martinet should play Wario. When they incorporate him, it should be Charles Martinet. It should not be Danny DeVito. It should be Charles Martinet.
What do you got against Danny DeVito?
He's not. Wario has a certain power behind his voice, and while Danny DeVito can play the sleazeball really well, Wario is like, you know what I mean? Like there's such power, demanding power behind Wario's voice, and I think Charles would be great as any character, and it would still be kind of cute and subversive. Like, oh, he's not playing Mario, but he's playing this. But I don't know.
I think they just need to get the entire cast of It's Always Sunny. We got
oh god,
Charlie Day is Luigi, Danny DeVito is Wario, fucking Glenn Howerton is Waluigi, and D, who's D? Caitlin Olsen is Daisy.
I've never seen It's Always Sunny, so
how dare you?
I think I tried, but
that's why you don't want Glenn Howerton as Mr. Fantastic, because you haven't seen the Vision.
That's cringe.
Oh, dude. Oh, I can't believe that movie is as good as it is, man. It's fucking literally peak.
Yeah, literally peak.
Okay,
what's your official score? I give it 8.5. 8.5 for me. Official scores?
I'll give it like about the same, or like a 9.
8 out of 10.
Fair.
Okay.
It's all fair.
So Torn, you lied.
Lied about what?
On your letterbox it says 5 out of 5.
It does say 5 out of 5. But that doesn't make it a 10.
Okay.
Elaborate.
I don't know how that doesn't
what do
make
you
it a
mean?
10.
Because just because of something because that's a 5 out of 5.
That's full.
I mean,
out of full.
if you said it was like a, if you said if it was like a 9.5, then okay.
No, I don't think so. No.
Then how is it 5 out of 5?
Torin, it's full out of full. That's like limit out of limit. That's 100 out of 100. It's 10 out of 10, which is a 5 out of 5.
I know how fucking math works, you fucking. That's just how I see it.
Okay, so change it.
I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's perfect.
So then change it.
So it fills your enjoyment. You enjoyed it so much.
Yes, it has an enjoyment level.
All right.
Fucking assholes. Gotta fucking explain myself to you. Like I don't know how fucking math works, you fucking assholes.
The saddest part of the film was the big bomb guy. What was his? I forgot the dude's name from 64. But the big bomb, he's at the wedding and bro's just chilling there, and then they kill him.
Bomb, King
King Bomb. Yeah, why they got to do my boy like that, man?
That was sad. That actually made me sad.
Yeah, it was legit
I
so
didn't like
sad.
that. I didn't like that. That one distressed me. That part of the movie it distressed me a bit.
He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, King Bomb. You will be missed.
It should have been King Boo.
Literally. Well, yeah, it should have been King Boo. Fuck King Boo.
Exactly. And then the Lumi, whatever it is.
Yeah, the Luma. Yeah, the Luna. Yeah, that thing was so cute.
It was so cute and fucking hilarious.
The Lumily.
So funny. And also the little they did put in the they put in the noise from Mario Galaxy.
They did
in some of the parts. Yeah.
For what?
The little chirping that the Lumas make.
Oh,
in the game.
yes.
Yeah. But yeah, really awesome movie. I still personally enjoy Sonic 2. I know that's an L take for a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, Mario is better than Sonic 2 and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, but
okay, you can go to hell. Anyways, I do think Sonic 2 has a better story, but not that Mario needed a better story than it has.
Yeah, they're saving the Mushroom Kingdom. That's Mario.
Why is my mic shitting itself? But yeah, and Sonic is literally a shonen, so it's different. Obviously Sonic 2 isn't like a shonen, but Sonic 3 is gonna be a shonen. Straight up.
Sonic a shonen. You hate to see it.
It is. Sonic's a shonen, dude.
Whatever you say, man.
Shut up.
No, it is. It is.
No. I was talking paid.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know what a shonen is.
It's like Dragon Ball, Naruto type. Like
it's basic battle anime, battle action anime.
It is literally even character for character archetype like Dragon Ball, but with furries.
Yeah, for real.
Like 7 Chaos Emeralds instead of 7 Dragon Balls. Sonic is Goku, Shadow's Vegeta. They go Super Sonic, and then there's Super Saiyan.
And then fucking Metal Sonic is like androids. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, well, kinda. And then Trunks Trunks is Silver because he's from the future and he comes back to save the future.
What about Tails?
And it's also implied that he's what's it called? A Gohan. It's also implied that Trunks is Shadow's son, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, Tails is like the Gohan archetype, like Kid Gohan archetype, but it's different still because like obviously the relationship dynamics are different, kind of. But yes, Sonic is inspired heavily from, especially when you get to the early 2000s era of Sonic. Like Sonic Adventure 2 is straight up like Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic 06 are very heavily inspired by Dragon Ball, particularly.
What a fucking nerd. God damn. Was there anything else in Mario?
If I said the things I said, I'd be suspended for 6 months.
About Peach?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Peach is so fun.
They didn't have to. I literally never in my life, because like for a lot of like people, like in their childhood, it's like, damn, Peach, but for me, I'm like, the Peach never fucking did anything for me. Daisy though, but like Peach was just like whatever. But in this movie, a
lot of people are upset with how they designed her face. They don't think it's as cute. I think that they designed her face perfectly. She's so expressive.
It's cuter. I don't know.
I was gonna say, I know Torrin was like, oh, he played a lot of Mario kid, not all of them or whatever. I played every Mario game as a kid. Okay, so first of all, sorry Torrin. Second of all,
it's okay.
I will say that as a fan who's like a diehard, like a ride or die Mario fan, who probably knows way more than he should, and needs to touch some grass, it was amazing.
Favorite Mario game? Go.
It's Mario Sunshine, easy. Odyssey's a close second. Odyssey is the best game Switch has. Sorry, easy. That's the reason to have a Switch is Odyssey.
Mine's the original Super Mario Brothers on the NES. So
I don't like the 2D games.
What?
I actually don't like the 2D games. Yeah, that's a hot take.
Speaking of that, did you see the the Super Mario World map?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
It was missing Wario Land.
That's because Wario doesn't exist.
Look, I honestly think that Wario, I'm kind of thinking, so like in the sequel, the way that if they wanted to, and they can take my idea if you want to, it might be shit, I don't know. But Wario and Waluigi in the main world, in the real world, they want to make money and they see Mario and Luigi are like popular. They're very popular now or whatever, but they're not in the real world. And so Wario and Waluigi copy them and are like, hey, let's like fill their spot. They don't get any money. They don't get popular. So they're like, I don't know, maybe the way's blocked. Maybe there's like a whatever, or maybe there's not, but they go into the Mushroom Kingdom and then they like, on a stroke of luck, they get like a power star and are able to amass a huge amount of wealth. And like through their greed, they like come into conflict with the Mushroom Kingdom, and then Mario has to oppose Wario because Wario's a G. He has his own land. He has a kingdom. Waluigi doesn't have much of at all. They're not even brothers. Wario and Waluigi are not even brothers, and they're not related to Mario. Just so I don't know if anyone here knew that, but yeah. But like Wario, yeah, exactly. And Wario's a G. He literally has like a mountain of gold, like a castle. Like all he cares about is money. He's awesome. The whole Wario World game, the 3D action beat 'em up on GameCube, is about him losing his wealth to like a literal demon. And the first thing he does immediately, as soon as he's like spat out of his castle and realizes his wealth is gone, he like goes on a rampage and gets it all back. He's awesome. They should do that.
Sounds exactly like Danny DeVito.
Dude, I wouldn't really mind it, but
man, thank God you're not a writer. Anyway,
yeah, that was honestly, look, that's better than you. What would you do
for Wario?
Yeah,
he wouldn't be in the movie.
Go to hell.
I never really liked Wario, to be honest.
That's so cringe.
I like the game. I just don't care about him as a character.
That's an L take. If you think Waluigi's better, also, that's L.
Than Wario?
Yeah,
they're about on same equal footing, to be honest. Torn,
what's up?
Favorite Mario game?
Luigi's Mansion 3.
The third one. It's a really good game, but yeah.
You played the third one?
Nah, never played that shit in my life.
I was about to say.
No, my favorite Mario game. Damn, it's a hard one. Okay, I do like Mario Kart 6. I do like that one. But like a singular like Mario game. Yeah, probably have to be like Odyssey. Odyssey's cool. Odyssey's fucking cool.
I just recently finished Odyssey 2. Something about those first few worlds, I was bored out of my mind, but by the end, I was like, this is a really fucking good game.
The one game I have yet to finish is Galaxy. I haven't finished it since I was like 8. I got stuck on the fucking level where you have to chase a rabbit around. I hated that mission.
I loved Galaxy.
What? That's like the beginning of the game.
Yeah, dude. I was like 8 years old, dude. Yeah,
first level.
Yeah, I know.
When I was
do it.
8, I 100% of the game. Also, Galaxy, worst 3D Mario game.
What? Fuck you.
It is. It is.
Fuck
I'm sorry.
you.
Listen to my reasoning.
Shit
You
reasoning.
have less freedom of movement because you're locked an octagonal directional like thing in the nunchuck. The movement is slow, and because of the Wii U remote, it's laggy. So Mario feels really slippery. I still beat the game 100% with no issues, but with Odyssey and with Wii in general, Wii U, whatever.
Wii U.
But Odyssey, well, because you can play it with Wii Motion Plus and Galaxy, I think.
Wii U.
But anyways, Odyssey, Sunshine, and to a lesser extent 64 have really tight and have awesome like emergent solutions and problem solving for tackling very open-ended levels. With Galaxy, you're on a path and it's linear and it's not terrible. It's just not for me. I like the open-ended level design itself. Like I can like wall kick, side flip, use my little thing here, climb up a path that the game devs probably didn't really intend for me to do. But because the level design is so good and conducive to emergent solutions and problem solving, like it's just fun to like mess around with. There's a higher skill ceiling, I think, in Sunshine and Odyssey, where like it's just so fun to mess around with the moveset. Versus in Galaxy, it's a great epic adventure, but it's and it's beautiful. The score is amazing. It's so bombastic and amazing. And you know, I think that the Wii remote is utilized to the best of its in there. More of a limitation of the console itself. But they still worked with its strengths. I know this is a huge ramble. My point is, you're valid in liking Galaxy, and especially liking Galaxy 2. I hear that's the better of the two.
I haven't played that one.
You never did?
Nah.
Okay, I hear it's the better of the two. But I played a little bit of 2. I played all of 1. But I personally, again, it's just a different style of gameplay. It feels less like a continuation of 3D Mario from Sunshine and more of like a spin-off, like its own little spin-off series. And then Odyssey feels like it's like back on track. Even though I know Sunshine is considered the black sheep of Mario franchise, it's just so like aesthetic and fun, and the gameplay's epic and tight.
Yeah, my point is that that's an L take. Sunshine is the worst one.
You can go to hell.
I wish I was kidding.
You are. I know you're kidding.
Look, I mean,
you've never played Sunshine.
I have played Sunshine, actually. I'll have you know.
Okay, so what's your actual take?
What's my actual about Sunshine?
Yeah,
it's all right. What's my take? I don't.
Did you beat it?
No.
Okay.
Because I got bored.
What?
But I loved. I played all through 64. Obviously Odyssey, Galaxy, but I think my favorite. Oh wait, shit! What's my favorite? It's either Mario Kart Wii. I love that game, or New Super Mario Brothers on the DS.
Oh, dude, New Super Mario Brothers on the DS is also my other friend, my best friend's favorite.
I love that fucking game.
It just feels so slippery to me. I don't know. I did play it a lot.
You know, the New Super Mario Brothers Wii U Deluxe, whatever's on Switch, that one feels slippery to me. I was losing my shit. I was like, why doesn't this feel like the DS?
Well, I feel like all of those feel not as tight. Like, I don't know. There's something, because there's a slight bit of momentum, a very slight bit. It's not actually momentum-based gameplay. Sonic is. Sonic has like pinball physics in the 2D. I still don't prefer 2D over 3D for Sonic. But yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a 2D game hater. I just think 3D platforming is way better.
Mega Man?
That's the exception. I love Mega Man, especially X. Mega Man
X crazy,
is one of my favorite
I don't
games.
like Mega Man.
You don't like Mega Man?
I'd rather play Mario. I don't know.
It's just too hard for you, isn't it?
Sure. We'll go with that.
It is difficult, I will say. I mean, I have a hard time with Mega Man, personally. I'm just bad at 2D games, but...
You know what I will say about more modern 2D Mario games, sort of like the new Deluxe, whatever the fuck it's called, is that actually, except the Wii version, that one I didn't have this complaint with, but like I feel like the boss fights are too easy.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're kids' games, so it's not like a huge deal. But it's like Wii, I felt like was really the fuck. I felt like Wii was really good.
Yeah. Well, dude, Mario Maker. I think that's the best 2D Mario game.
Still haven't gotten Mario Maker. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Mario Maker is great because there's so many like actually great fan-made levels.
Oh, Super Mario Brothers 3. I just remembered.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Can't go wrong with the original. 2 is okay, I guess.
Well, Super Mario World
is awesome.
Wait, Super Mario Brothers 2 is the best.
No. The music's great.
Donkey says 2 is the best game ever made. Actually, unless he says 3. Am I getting that wrong?
Donkey.
Yeah, he has a top 10 every year. It's like top 10 games of the year. And he always says either Mario 2 or Mario. Odyssey has such tight, amazing movement, and
sure it does.
People who don't, it does.
Sure it does.
It does, dude.
No,
oh my god.
But yeah, but you are right in that it does. It's more of an elevation on 64 than really any of the other ones. It feels almost literally like a direct sequel from 64.
It does. Oh, and also there's just more moves to chain and more stuff, and you know, like Sunshine and Odyssey are all in a similar vein. Sunshine, I mean, they all have obviously glaring differences, but the main core moveset and then how responsive that is, and then how Sunshine and Odyssey iterate and add new moves. Like Odyssey feels great to just chain as many moves together as you can. Like it just makes you feel so. It's just such a fluid, fun game to play with. I really appreciate games like that. That's why I love 3D platformers, like especially ones with well thought out physics and level design, like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and Mario Odyssey and Sunshine.
Yes, for me, unless it is sort of like an Odyssey or a Sunshine, like the Super Mario 3D World, I don't really like that.
Oh yeah, actually, I didn't really like 3D. I didn't love 3D World.
Okay, good. So I'm not alone. But anyway, I think we can still all agree that the Super Mario Brothers movie from 1993 is incredible. The audience agrees.
Shut the fuck up.
The audience agrees.
Yeah, it's probably schizophrenia.
It's not schizophrenia. The audience literally just clapped. They said...
Yeah, I didn't hear any clapping.
Audience, if you agree that the 1993...
Bro watches too much Moon Knight.
The 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie.
Literally.
Then, clap. Wow, that's crazy.
You're schizophrenic, and audience, if you hear any clapping right now, you're also eligible to be diagnosed with schizophrenia, maybe even paranoid schizophrenia. I would go ahead and seek a diagnosis and as well some medication. Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? It just got really quiet.
I have no idea.
Still really quiet. I don't even hear it. I mean, like, unless Torin and I are talking, it's really quiet.
So is that Super Mario Brothers?
That is.
Okay,
it's your mom.
Oh no.
That one I heard. That one was real. All right.
I gotta go. Oh no. You gotta go? Yeah. Quick. Did you watch anything this week?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. I've been just watching Hassan, my leftist socialist Marxist streamer. Yeah, sorry.
So fucking woke, dude. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I gotta get a boo sound. Boo.
And I was listening to the Vocaloid soundtrack on Wokians of the Wokic C3. Wokians of the Wokic C3's soundtrack with Vocaloid. I listened to the whole soundtrack. And then also, I'm replaying the Guardians of the Galaxy video game.
W.
So that's, huge W. I've been consuming good shit lately. And also, one last thing. I am playing a fan mod, which is basically a fan-made sequel to Mario Sunshine called Super Mario Eclipse. If you have access to PC and an emulator, I highly recommend checking it out, especially if you played Sunshine. It's such an extensive awesome, thorough sequel with genuinely smart level design and really awesome music and just all sorts of stuff. It's a super smart project, really comprehensive. But yeah.
Torn, you watch anything this week?
I watched Pearl, which I finally got into.
Nice.
It's the origin, like it's an origin prequel to X, which is great movie by T.I. West. Pearl is just as good. I wouldn't say it's not better than X, but it's pretty good. And then I watched Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal. Really depressing. That like tore everything out of me.
Yeah, you gave it like a 3.5 star. That surprised me. I thought you'd give it more.
It's too depressing for me to even enjoy that much.
Heavy? It's too heavy.
Really?
It's depressing, bro. Like it's sad. Like I mean, it's tame. It's tame depressing, but it's still depressing. It's like, damn, this man can't catch a break.
So is it a taste thing? Is it more like a taste thing for you, where it's like, oh, like I acknowledge this.
Like it's kind of like,
I acknowledge it's very good, but it's too much for me and I don't really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, okay, like I understand like the story, the plot, the plot's good. I just feel like I wouldn't watch it again because of like how much the character goes through. Like and like I said, compared to like other depressing, movies, this one's like pretty tame. But I personally wouldn't really watch that again.
Yeah, there's some
solid. It's a solid movie. It's a solid movie. I mean, if you want to watch, Jake Gyllenhaal and stuff like that, and then Rachel McAdams, who got nerfed. She got nerfed because of screen time purposes. They wouldn't show the body off too much.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
Okay, bud. Okay, horny.
Horny be gone.
You and Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons was fucking great.
I hear it was good, and I did not watch it.
It was good. Should watch it sometime.
I will not probably, but yeah.
Wow.
And I love D&D.
You started a club, and I was in it. Why don't you watch it?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know, dude. Look, here's the thing. I don't know how to put this.
Oh,
I have no plans on finishing the Last of Us show. Okay.
What is wrong with you?
I have no plans on seeing D&D. Here's the thing. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. I know they're good. Okay. It's just hard for me to make a commitment to watch something that isn't a part of a franchise. Like, okay, D&D I do love, but it's been years since I've like loved it really. Sorry, I keep cutting out. But then Mario is like, I still love it and play it frequently these days. Star Wars is still always on my mind. Sonic is always on my mind. Marvel is always on my mind. These things I will see, you know what I mean? Like, without a shadow of a doubt. D&D just didn't excite me through the trailers. And even though they're like anomaly, like Barbie, and I've never touched a Barbie in my life, but actually no, I did own a Barbie for my Toy Story characters as a kid. But I am excited for it. I don't know. I'm just weird. I'm sorry. I'm not even all that excited for Spider-Verse. I just know it's going to be, and I'm kind of like forcing myself to see it.
Yeah. Payne, what did you watch?
I didn't watch anything.
Oh, damn.
Never heard of a sad statement from Will.
Oh, sorry. I'm
not going to watch unless it's part of a big franchise. But Spider-Verse,
No, dude. No. That's not what I mean.
It's The Last of Us. Dungeons and Dragons, I haven't seen it, but apparently it's just a good movie on its own, even without the Dungeons and Dragons shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is these things that I know are good, that I'm not already passionate about, I just don't feel an interest or compelled. Like, I don't feel compelled to see them because I know they're good. And I'm just, like, they're not my hyperfixation, so I don't really feel a need to see them. That's what I'm trying to say. I am very, like, ADHD. My hyperfixations are very intense, and that's all I want to think about, all I want to engage with. So it takes a lot. Like, if my friend maybe invites me to see, like, the new Scream movie, okay, then I'll go see it. But it's not something that I'm going to be, or sorry, I'm going to be asking my friends to see with me. You know what I mean? Like, The Last of Us is very heavy, and like the first 2 episodes were, and I hear the whole show is just phenomenal, but it's hard for me to just watch TV shows in general, to sit my ass down and commit myself to a show. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of energy for me, bandwidth.
You're hurting my feelings.
Fair.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I will finish Last of Us. I will. Even though I don't plan on it, I will. Like, I know I will. Like, whenever I say don't plan on it, doesn't mean I won't.
Okay.
I'm sorry, honey. Shut the fuck up.
Is that the show?
Shut up with that. That's the show.
That is the show.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to the Avengers podcast. If you want to follow us, we're at Avengers on Twitter. That's AVENGE nerds, all one word. Bye. If you want to follow any of us, you can reach me at @Zenith_ on Twitter. Where can they reach y'all?
Bye.
Where can they reach y'all?
Nowhere.
Bye. You're schizophrenic. I mean, your balls.
Oh, no.
Bye.
The bye's just in your head. We have
nightmare.
Oh no, Jesus! we have a Discord if you'd like to join the conversation there. Those will be linked in the show notes. You can also check out our links for any additional links you may be interested in. You can also review the show in app on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. If you leave 5 stars in a review, it will really help us out. Thanks again for listening to the Avengers podcast. We'll see you next week.
Later.
I'll see you in my dreams.
All right.